Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I made these yarn feathered macrame wall hanging decor. So before we jump into the tutorial, I would like to ask if you can hit that red subscribe button down below and also the notification bell so be notified every time I upload a video if you haven't already. I will be uploading new videos every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and occasional videos for collabs and challenges. Let's jump right into the tutorial. I started off with some of my materials, my yarn. I use yarn, you can use twine, you can also use this string, a comb, and also my scissors and ruler. I took a piece of yarn and I cut to the length that I wanted. At first I started measuring and then I stopped because it really didn't make any sense. Because I had to cut the yarn anyway, so I cut one long piece and I folded it in half at first, and then I cut a lot of the yarn into smaller pieces. Once I had the amount I needed, and I also did it with the other colors as well, I took two pieces of the yarn and I placed them one on top of each other. As you see in here, I placed one below facing one direction and I placed the other one on top facing the other direction, and I placed the loops in between and I pulled it, so I'm making a square knot. That's the theme for this macrame style. I end up using some of the painter's tape to tape the top and the bottom so that it would make it easier for me to repeat this all the way down the longer piece of yarn. And I just repeat this method all the way down. It is a very time-consuming piece, so put on your favorite movie while you're doing this. So as I repeat this step going down the piece of the yarn or string or whatever you're using, you're gonna push the pieces up so that they are close to each other. I just continued all the way down. It is very simple, very easy to do once you know the terms of the different styles in macrame. If you like these types of videos, leave a comment down below. I am loving the farmhouse boho style recently, so I will be sharing a lot more bohemian style / farmhouse style decor. You can make these as large or as small as you need. As you see here, I'm using a comb to comb out the yarn, but you can just separate them. I decided not to after a while because it kept pulling the strings out. And then I took my scissors and I just trimmed the edges into the shape of a feather. And I repeat this step for the other side. For the top of the piece, I just combed it out so that it would be more of the shape of a feather, and I just trimmed those edges as well. I repeat the same thing for the other colors as well. So altogether I made one in each of the color and two of the cotton twine, and I combed those out because it was a little sparse and I didn't like how it looked. So I just combed those out. You can also, as I said before, you can also comb these out with the yarn as well if you choose to, but I choose not to, except for the top, to more or less shape it into the shape of the feather. And I just repeat the steps, the same steps as I did with the white yarn for all the other colors. Once you reach to the end of the piece, you just tie a knot so that it doesn't come loose in order to make the shape of the feather. And I'm just repeating the steps of trimming the edges on both sides and combing out the top and trimming that as well. Once I had all of my 5 pieces done, I took some of my string and I used some fishing line and I tied it on to the loops of each of those, and I took a piece of dowel that I had on hand. You can use whatever, you can use a piece of wood that you find in your backyard as well to give it more of a farmhouse rustic boho look, and I just tied it on in a staggering length. I didn't want them to all hang the same length, so I just hang them at different lengths. I think I would be adding more to this, maybe something of color and hanging those a little lower, but I just repeat the steps for all of the feathers. I also took a piece of the fishing line and I made a hanging loop so that I can hang this on the wall. Once it's all done, this is the finished product. I absolutely love how it turned out. I love the bohemian feel. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I would see you in the next one. Bye.